Hi, hello everyone. Today we have our lower body reformer on the mat session using a foam roller and a small ball. We're focusing on legs, glutes and hip stability, and it's an intermediate advanced session. This is part of the 4-week reformer on the mat challenge. So if you'd like to find out more about all the classes in the challenge, we'll leave all of the details down below. We're going to get started on our back for warm-up. So swing yourself around, take the ball between your knees, and gently roll yourself down, and then place your arches at the top of the roller, hands next to the body. We're going to start here with a bit of spinal articulation. So you're going to roll your hips up and off the mat, hold at the top for an inhale, and roll it back down. Continue at your own pace. Exhaling on the way up and down, and then pause at the shoulders for an inhale. If those hamstrings are tightening up or cramping, you can place your feet down on the ground until later. Good. And let's go 2 more. And 1, you're going to keep your hips up in that bridge position, keeping a bit of weight in the shoulders. So drop your rib cage down, a little tuck of your hips. And we're going to take a side twist of the hip and lift and dip and lift. Rotating from the waist, keeping the ball in the center. If you really want to get into the stretch, you're pressing into your opposite foot to the direction of your twist. Good. Feel that lovely stretch at the mid and lower back. 1 more each side. And last one. Come back through center and roll your spine down. Hands to hips for feedback. We're going to press the legs away and then bend them in. Pulling the roller in all the way to the toes. And you're focusing on keeping that ball steady. That way you know your legs are opening at the same time. If your ball is wobbling, it's a sign that the hips or the knees are not opening at the same time. So slowing it down, find that alignment and stability across your hips and knees. Lovely. Let's go for 2. And 1. And in, grab your ball. You're now going to press your roller away, bring your heels to touch, squeezing inner thighs together. And you're going to bend and straighten for this frogger. You're just holding on to your ball. Good. So we're starting to find that opening at your hips, little external rotation. Keeping your heels squeezing together. And 2 more. Good. Last one. And then we're going to bring the legs to neutral, knees in line with hips. Heels are going to tap down towards the mat for prances. So we're going to lower one heel and then switch and switch. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Starting to feel the inner thighs and hamstrings. Don't worry if your heels don't touch the ground. We just want to work through the ankles and the knees. And 2. Final one of 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Stretch the legs away. Lovely work. And now you're going to bring your roller in. Arches to the top, ball underneath your hip. So
So you're going to lift those hips up, place your ball underneath, and then rest your tailbone down. Now we're going to go into that leg, that footwork again. We're going to take it into single leg. So lift your right leg, push the roller out, and then bring it in. Lowering that top leg to tap the roller as it pulls in. And that ball is going to create that instability. So I want you to feel how you can engage your core to keep your hips stable. And 2 more. And 1, hold that bottom leg straight. You're going to straighten this top leg up on a high diagonal and then bend it in. And again, you want to feel that stability at the hips and core. Adding challenge, pull your roller in as you extend your leg, push it out. See if you can feel how much more that core works. Good. Finding ease at your neck, drop your ribs down. And 2. And 1. Press the roller out, bend your leg in, straighten this leg to the ceiling, and we're going to lower and lift this leg. Flex it down, point and lift. Feel that stability across the shoulders. For 2. And 1. And lower that foot down, bring the roller in. Let's take it to the other side. Lift the leg, push the roller out. Tap the roller as you pull it in. Each side feels different. So going at your own pace allows you to focus on your stability. Drop that rib cage down and feel that core activation. For 2 more. And last 1. Press the roller away. Hold there. Extend this top leg out at the high diagonal and pull it in. We want to work in both directions as we push and bend. Adding the challenge of the roller, pull the roller in as you extend your top leg and then pull it in. The more you pull the roller to the toes, you're going to start to feel more core activation. So explore that movement. Good. Last 2. And 1, press the roller away. And then take your top leg, straighten it to the ceiling, flex down, point and lift. Reaching the tailbone down and the toes to the ceiling. That's going to help you keep that hip steady. Feel the length from your head all the way to your heel. And 2. And 1. And bring the roller in, both feet on the roller, hands next to the side of your body. We're going to roll it up to bridge. You're lightly lifting up off the ball. Take a deep breath in and come back down. And again. So you're just coming off the ball lightly. Feel that support across your shoulder blades as you find more core connection. So if we don't go up here, we're dropping it down. We're staying close to the ball, which is going to be important for our next move. Lovely. Keep your bridge on the next one. Hold it there. So you're lightly on the ball, or you can rest down on the ball if you need. Pressing down into your hands for support. Lift your right leg to tabletop. Start by tapping and lifting the leg, keeping the knee bent, keeping the stability across the hips. For 2 more. And 1. Straighten through this leg just like earlier. Lift it up a little bit higher and then point to lower the leg, flex to lift. Hands to hips, check that the hips are staying steady. We want to think of pressing into that bottom foot. Glute on that side is working. And 2. Good, 1 more. Lower this foot down. Lift this hip up because it often drops so that you find alignment. Other side, we lift and lower. Feel that you can press your rib cage down to the ground and your tailbone is light at the top of the ball. And 2. Good, 1 more. Straighten this leg to the ceiling. Press down into that bottom foot. Point to lower the leg. Flex to lift. A cue that always works is think of squeezing your inner thighs together. It's going to help you feel stable. And 2. Good, 1 more. And bring that foot down, lift that hip up, and curl and grab your ball out from under your lower back and curl your spine down. Find an ease and release, open your feet, and just windshield wipe your legs side to side. Lovely work. Okay, we're going to roll it up. So stretch your legs out so that the roller is just underneath the ankles. Lightly point those toes just to find that activation through the legs. And let's take our ball up to the ceiling. You're going to half lift your chest. You're going to curl it all the way up to the toes. And then you're going to roll it back. Slow and steady. You have some options. If going all the way down to the mat doesn't feel good, you're going to place your ball here. You're going to roll halfway back. You're going to use your ball to roll forward. Choose the option that feels good. You want to feel those lower abs all the way up to the rib cage, zipping up. Shoulders resting on your back. And see if you can feel that hamstring stretch as you come forward to the toes. And 1 more. Dive it over to the toes as far as feels good for you. And rolling it all the way up. Now we're all going to take that ball behind the lower back. You want to get it nice and squashed in there. You're going to reach your arms out in front of you. And you're going to put your heels together. Pull your roller in. Walk it in so that your toes are lightly touching the roller. Your knees are open. And you're pushing down into your fingertips. Curl your lower abs towards the ball. So now you're getting that lovely C shape, scooping and engaging the lower abs. Press the roller away and pull it in. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, pull it in. We want to feel that your upper body doesn't move. You're scooping into the core as you push that roller away. Lift your gaze, lengthen through your head. And if you are familiar with a stomach massage on the reformer, this will feel familiar. Good. Let's go 2 And 1, bring the roller in. Now take your hands away from the ground. This is a challenge behind your head. Elbows are forward. Can you lift up through your crown a little bit more while scooping into your lower abs? Press the roller away. Pull it in. And 3 more. Pull the roller in. And last one. Pull the roller in and come up to seated. Cross your legs, hands to the top of your roller for spine stretch. Press the roller away, stretching through the hips and lower back. Pull the roller in, straighten up. Good. Continue to go forward and back. You're working from your hips to your head. And one more. Enjoying that lower back stretch. Let's hold it here for a moment and roll the roller in. We're going to come to 4-point kneeling position with the ball under the knee. So I'm going to have you take it under the knee that's furthest away from me, pressing into all 10 toes, hands under shoulders. Now we were doing these exercises on the roller before, but now we're going to have the knees on the ball, creating a bit of challenge. Take a moment to get those hips behind your heels, shoulders behind your wrists. Lifting and lowering the knee off the floor. You want to start to find that lift through the waist and lower abs. You always have the option to bring your hands down to the ground if the roller is a little bit uncomfortable. And 2. 1 more. Now hold this position. Lift your toes off the ground and then out to the side and back in. Taking that leg out and in. Keep your other toes on the mat. We want that support from that foot. Keeping that chest in center. You want to feel strong and stable on both sides of your body. 1 more. Let's take it into that hip circle. We're going around. Pull it in. Can we feel that lift through the lower abs and the chest? Core is engaged. And 1 more. Reverse the circle. We want you to feel your chest staying the same distance from the mat. So make your circle slightly smaller if you're moving through your back. Your goal here is to keep the core supporting the back. 1 more. Extend this leg back behind you. Press the weight into those 5 toes. So push back into those toes a little bit more. Now lift and lower this leg. Squeezing that glute. And again, we want to keep the chest the same distance from the ground. And 2. And 1. Lower the foot down, this foot forward. Here's where it adds a bit of challenge. So you're going to press into the back 5 toes. Begin to curl yourself up into a high kneeling position. Hips and shoulders in line with that back knee and hands behind your head. We're going to take a side bend. You're going to side bend away from where your ball is and then come back to center. Woo, finding the balance. Rather go smaller in your movement so you feel strong. We want to feel the work happening in that bottom leg all the way up into your oblique. Diving up and over. 1 more. Find center. Now rotate away from the ball. And center.
Your front leg, you want to push in the opposite direction, and that's going to help you find stability. You're going to feel those obliques working, pelvic floor, and 2. Good, 1 more. And center, let's stretch it out, hands to the roller. Shift the roller and front foot forward, and then come into your hip stretch. Lifting up through your chest. Into hamstrings, we're going to press the hips back, open through the front leg, roller comes in. And you can continue to shift between those two. Also option to untuck the toes. Lovely, bring it in. And let's take that ball out, down to the mat, and give yourself a moment stretch here. Then we're going to take it over to the other side. So we're going to take the roll over to the other side. You're welcome to stay in the direction that you are. You're going to take your ball underneath the opposite knee now, hands under shoulders, finding that alignment, pressing into all 10 toes, then lift and lower the knee on the floor. This is your moment to check in from head to hips, finding that straight spine, activating lower abs and obliques for stability. And 1 more, float that knee up, getting those hips in alignment, and then you're going to take this knee out to the side, toes leave the ground, pull the knee in. You want to feel that you only take that leg out to the side as much as you keep your chest in center. So if you find that you're shifting, make the movement smaller. You'd rather want to feel strong and stable. Shift back a little bit out of the wrists. And 1 more. Into that circles, we circle back, we pull in. And you can feel how there's this moment when your leg pulls in, you can activate your core again a bit more. That's going to give you the support at your back. 1 more. Change the direction. Can you feel now as your leg goes back, you can lift through your lower abs. Good, finding more length from your head to your hips. And this bottom glute and quad is starting to work. Let's go 1 more. And then extend the leg back behind you. Now we're going to find this glute work on this side. Lift up through the core, shift the body back. Lifting the legs straight up and down. Remember to press into those 5 front toes as well. We don't want to be collapsing into the ball. Good. And 2 more, lifting up through the chest and core. And 1. And bring that leg in. We step the foot forward. Then you're going to roll your roller forward so that you can bring your foot forward. When you feel stable on this ball, you're rolling yourself up high, kneeling. Hands behind your head. Please make sure that you haven't arched your spine. You've kept that rib cage in. You're pressing into those 5 back toes and you feel stable. Start to take a side bend over and come back to center. Good, we're working the stability on that side with the ball. Your knee in the front stays in line with your hip. And it's almost like you're diving over that leg. And one more. And center, going into rotations, twisting from the waist up. And center. The more you find that core activation to twist, you're going to get those hips to stay stable. So we don't want that wobbling front leg. Pressing down into that front leg, or front foot, let me say. You can even think of pushing your leg in the opposite direction. And see how you are able to keep those hips stable. Let's go 2. And 1. Good, and release. Oh, quad. Bring your hands to the roller. Take it forward. Find that lovely hip stretch at the back. Then we'll take it into hamstrings. Shift your hips back. Lifting through that front leg, or straightening through the front leg, let me say. You can lift those front toes if you want more stretch. Did we do 2 on the other side? Let's go for 1 more. Yes, we did. I think we did 2. So into hip stretch again. And shifting it back. It's such a windy day out here today. And bring it forward. Get that ball out from underneath your knee. Shift it back. Find a lovely lower back and hip stretch. And we're going to come into that lovely cool down here for those hips. So hands at the top of the roller in a 4-point kneeling position. And take your knees a little bit wider. You're going to press your roller away, lower your chest down towards the ground. And then exhale, roll the roller in. And inhale, press the roller away. And curl it in. Good. Can you feel how those quads and glutes have worked today? Enjoy the stretch. Let's take it into back extension. Lift your chest, pull the roller in, and press it away. So now we're lifting our gaze, opening the chest. Good, and 1 more. And press the roller away. Shift your hips to your heels, dropping into that lovely stretch for the inner thighs and hips. 1 more breath. And rolling it all the way up. Fantastic work, well done. Thank you so much for joining me for today's lower body reform on the mat session. Hopefully you felt that the quads worked, glutes and hamstrings, and how you can use your core to find a little bit more hip stability. If this class felt challenging for you, you will get stronger the more you come back to the class and practice. And you can always go back to the previous weeks to rebuild that awareness and that strength. If you're looking for a bit more of a stretch after this session, I've got myofascial classes in the Good Mood Club, and I will leave those classes down below. I hope that you have an amazing day. If this is all for you today, well done for making time for your movement and joining me here. And I will see you in our next session. Bye.